Okay, so let's start with the second part of our common emitter amplifier. So we discussed the biasing part. Now we are moving toward, because हमने voltage भी apply कर दी है, we have set the quiescent point, and now we would be applying an AC signal and amplifying it with the help of our amplifier, common emitter amplifier, right? So what additional elements which we are going to be adding in our circuit, right? एक आपको इनपुट सिग्नल वीसी सोर्स चाहिए होगी, राइट, प्लस योर कैपेसिटर्स. इफ़ यू कैन नोटिस, आपको इनपुट पे कैपेसिटर देना होगा, विच बेसिकली डजंट डिस्टर्ब योर क्यूसेंट पॉइंट, राइट. इफ़ अ डीसी लेवल इज़ being added by your DC source, or if there are multiple stages of amplifiers, right, वहाँ या ट्रांजिस्टर मल्टीपल स्टेजेस के होते हैं, वहाँ पर ये इशू आता है कि DC level travels with the signal, and यहाँ पे capacitor actually blocks it, right. So your quiescent point of your this specified amplifier is not disturbed. ठीक है. इसी तरह there is a capacitor here again, कि outside पे only the amplified signal goes and no DC level has been transferred, right. So only the signal comes and the signal goes out, right. And यहाँ पे जो third capacitor है, it is basically a bypass capacitor, and when you are applying an input voltage, तो यहाँ पर आपकी when the actual amplified output voltage is received or achieved, उसमें कोई voltage drop ना आए, we want to receive the maximum of that output voltage, right. So no voltage drop occurs in the V out. For this we actually add this capacitor, right. तो क्या होगा कि इस ड्रॉप को अवॉइड करने के लिए when AC signal comes, it actually bypass your DC levels, right. ठीक है. ये आपकी सॉरी, इट bypass actually any drop that can occur across RE, right. So this is why we actually add three capacitors. So our after DC biasing, we are going to add in our circuit. Previously क्या था, it was just this part, this much, right. If I can draw a shape, I will let you understand. This was the part which was used for DC biasing, right. So we are going to add three elements here, right. One is your capacitor, two second capacitor, and a third capacitor, and your load resistance that would be added later on, right, and your input signal, right. So let's just make these changes. Okay. For now I am removing these multimeters. ओके, ये आपका डीसी बायसिंग सर्किट था. इसी में हम चेंजेस करेंगे, एंड वी आर गोइंग टू ऐड थ्री कैपेसिटर्स हियर. ओके, व्हाट एल्स वी नीड यू नो फंक्शन जनरेटर. अच्छा, दो टाइप के फंक्शन जनरेटर यहाँ पे यूज़ किए जा सकते हैं. ठीक है. वन इज़ वेरी मच क्लोजर टू द एक्चुअल वर्जन विच इज़ alien function generator, right. So let's just use both of them. ठीक है. इसी तरह oscilloscope can also be, one is closer to the actual one which is, okay, not this one, it has so many connections, even I get afraid of them. Again, it's the alien one. Where is Textonic, right. This one is fine. Okay. So when I'm going to give the signal, ओके, ये आपने यही काम एग्जैक्टली सिमिलर यहाँ से आप कर सकते हैं. That is much easier for your understanding, but this is much closer to the actual oscillo जो function generator, right. So I'm going to change the values as well, because this is going to be 22. We're going to change it to 10. Okay, आप in even if आप इनको भी there's an option of calculating these values. What have I done? Okay, fine. Values of the capacitors, right? But mostly that's not it will make your lab very lengthy, right? But anyhow, this is the input and this is the output side. Let's just check it on your oscilloscope, and I'm connecting both of them. So both are connected to this part and the ground, right? Okay, but I cannot give both of the signals on the input. You know why? Because they will add up to double up the signal. So this is my AC. I'm going to turn off my on my device, and this waveform is actually showing me that it's a sine wave, and peak to peak it's 100 value, but I want around 10 or 5, right? So 10 or 5. Okay, let's make it. Okay, this is 5. ठीक है, so I want this value and it should be in millivolts. So that's not a 500 millivolts, it should be 10 millivolts or 5 millivolts. Anyhow, it's again I have to shift to this side. Okay, let's go for 10 millivolts, right? So this is my input signal. I would be using 5 with the help of this version, right? But anyhow, let's I will be changing it later on, but I want to show you the function of an actual function generator. And let's move toward your oscilloscope observation. Again, you're going to turn it on, and I forgot to change the frequency, that's why it wasn't showing any signal. Okay, let me do it with the help of this element, and let's play it. But still no signal. Let me check, did I change the frequency? 2.5 millivolts, and it should be functioning. Why it isn't? That's a surprise for me. Okay, so I was checking it on the, I haven't connected it with the point of connection. Fine, sorry for that. Finally we are receiving our signals. Sometime even we can make errors. Uh, okay, so let's my channel 1 is connected, other side is grounded. Let's increase my time scale and bring it inside the region, right? But it is somehow a bit clipped version of the actual signal, because it's not a very accurate version of sine wave. So let me check and drop my amplitude, right? Because I told you 5 is the one which is going to be the correct version that should be used here. Now you would see that your sine wave is much more accurate. Now you can observe that it is a much more clearer sine version than the one which was formed with the 10 millivolts input signal, right? Because वहाँ पर आपके क्यूसेंट पॉइंट की एडजस्टमेंट के साथ साथ जो आपका इम्पोज डीसी पर जो इनपुट इम्पोज सिग्नल था, दैट वाज हायर इन एम्पलीट्यूड, राइट? दैट्स वाई दोनों के इम्पोजिशन से थोड़ा सा आपके सिग्नल में डिस्टॉर्शन आ रही थी, एंड देयर वाज सम क्लिपिंग इन दैट, राइट? ओके, दिस इज़ फाइन, 5 वोल्ट्स, एंड इसी के साथ हमने इसको चेकअप किया। एक और काम कर लेते हैं, यहाँ से वी कैन ऑल्सो ऑब्जर्व इट ऑन दिस ऑसिलोस्कोप। यहाँ से आपको थोड़ी सी वैल्यूज़ क्लियर मिल जाती हैं। Okay, let's come towards your calculations. अच्छा, we went to that part, हमने डिस्कस कर लिया है why we are connecting your C1, why we are connecting CE, which is a bypass capacitor, and why we actually connect the coupling capacitors, right? So let's move toward your analysis. And when we transform a signal into its transistor into its AC equivalent model, we actually DC sources go, we have to reduce them to 0 or replace them with 0 or ground, right? And all the capacitors are shorted in that scenario. ठीक है, so this is somehow the circuit. You are actually, यहाँ पर एक RE आएगा, ठीक है, you are going to include it. If there is no RE and it's the other version, no feedback mechanism implemented here, ठीक है, तो वहाँ पर आपका कॉमन एमिटर के दो वर्जन है, राइट? व्हेन देयर इज नो resistor connected here and when there is a resistor connected here, right? So you use RE here, ठीक है, in this scenario when you are shorting all the DC sources. and यहाँ पर जो DC VCC थी, you are actually shorting it and you are connecting your RC and RL equivalent to 0. ये आपके दोनों ग्राउंड हो गए, ठीक है? इसी तरह ये पार्ट भी आपका ग्राउंड हो गया। एंड व्हेन यू एक्चुअली चेंज योर जो आपका ट्रांजिस्टर है इंटरनली, जब आप उसका एच पैरामीटर मॉडल बनाते हैं, सो यू एक्चुअली ऐड करंट सोर्स हियर, ठीक है? यहाँ से आपका कैपेसिटर इज कनेक्टेड टू योर RC विच इज़ यहाँ पर ग्राउंडेड, ठीक है? यू कैन यूज़ अ ग्राउंड सिंबल हियर, राइट, व्हेन यू आर कन्वर्टिंग इट इनटू AC मॉडल, ठीक है? इसी तरह internally there is a RE resistance present here, जो कि आप calculate कर सकते हैं with this specified model. If you are considering a VB source and the current is flowing through base is IB and flowing through this part is IE, so you can say that this resistance is equal to VB by IB, and you can take VB is equal to IE into RE, right? And इसी तरह when you put both of these values in your equation, राइट वी बी एंड आई बी, जब आप इसको यहाँ पर यूज़ करेंगे आपके आई ईज कैंसिल हो जाएंगे एंड यू गेट बीटा टाइम्स आर ई नॉट, राइट? सो दिस इज़ योर इनपुट रेजिस्टेंस, जो कि आगे हम विद कैलकुलेशन वी आर गोइंग टू you know find out everything which we are going to use with the help of our lab, right? So सबसे पहले let's start with your gain, right? Gain is V out by V in, which is equal to VC divided by VB, right? VC divided by VB. Input is applied here and output is taken from this side, when which is equivalent to, because your VC is equivalent to, either you can say beta times IB or you can say alpha times IE into RC, right? Divided by VB is, again यहाँ पर भी आपने mention किया IE into RE dash, right? So when you cancel out these elements, all you get is RC by RE naught, because alpha is always less than 1, right? So if RE is present in this circuit, तो वहाँ पर आप RE plus RE naught यूज़ करते हैं, बट क्योंकि AC equivalent मॉडल में आपका कैपेसिटर RE कैपिटल RE को बाईपास कर देता है, so again you are left with this gain, and you can put the value of RC here divided by RE naught and you get 260. How you can find out RE, which is equivalent to 25 divided by IE, and we calculated the IE previously, so it's around 6.544, right? So this is your calculation of RE. So your gain is around 260 or you can say 300. इस एरिया में आपका गेन होना चाहिए. अच्छा, हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू फाइंड आउट द गेन इन दिस सिनेरियो, राइट? आपको पता है कि आपने इनपुट वोल्टेज जो अप्लाई की थी दैट वाज 5 मिली वोल्ट्स, राइट? और यहाँ से आप किस तरह कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, व्हेन यू टेक इट टू इट्स मैक्सिमम पीक, आप ले सकते हैं कि इट्स रफली अराउंड 1.827 volts, right? Not exactly 2 but 1.827 volts. So you are amplifying a 5 millivolts to 1.87 volts, and when you put it, okay, where did I actually calculated the gain? Okay, this is the part. So 1.87 divided by 5 millivolts gives you around 360. Okay, put a 7 here as well, so that would be closer enough to 350 or maybe 360. So my calculation was 260, so still we are quite closer to our gain value, right? And you can find out your gain with the help of this procedure. अच्छा, 20 millivolts आपने input signal 5 दिया था, don't rise it above 10 because you saw कि 10 से at the value of 10 millivolts the signal was kind of distorted, right? So this is your gain with calculation, and that was which you this is your gain with observation of or experimental procedure, right? And by calculation your gain is this, ठीक है, RC divided by RE naught. Okay, let's move on to the next step, which is finding out the input impedance and output impedance. Now again this is going to take a lot of time, so let's shift this input and output impedance to the third part, and this lab is going to have 3 parts, right? Because as I told you previously, it's one of the most lengthy labs, right? So let's start and move toward the third part.